Hello all, hope you is good. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 with the Mamluks. So, we're currently taking on both Karaman and Mykolaiv. I'm going to give this to Hejaz. And Mykolaiv, I'm actually just going to take as a vassal. I'm just doing a little bit of looting right now. So the plan will be to go to Tech 5. Grab the unit upgrades. And then fight the Ottomans. Preferably catch them while they're still at war with the Timurids. Because the Timurids are still doing fairly good here. Karaman want peace, but I'm currently not going to give it to them. Again, I have plans. This to Hejaz. Take on the rebels. Tech up. So yeah, once I've taken Karaman, we'll just vassalize them. That'll be easy. I also want to... Mercuria. How Mercurius? They want to be my vassal, but I don't think I care. I'm leaving them. Not bothered about them. I'm also currently riding 60 piety, which is quite nice. Giving me, well, 60% of all of this. So 12% tax modifier, 12% manpower, 6% tech cost, and 6% loyalty equilibrium. Not bad. So yeah, I also need to deal with the Tunisian and the Tripolitanian separatists. I'll probably manually proc the Tripolitanians and then just take out the Tunisians. They'll probably spawn in... Well, I had it in 1, lurking at the dev. It's likely to spawn in KR1 and over anywhere else, given the development, which is normally what the rebels look at for spawning. So that's Karaman out. I'm also going to make them take out some loans just so that they're less... Oh, they're gone. Oops. I'll put them back on the map, don't worry. That was an accidental click. I was looking at it a minute ago, so I was accidentally looking at the differences between annexing and vassalizing. I suppose this way saves me bird mana, so I'm not too fussed. I'm also going to take these provinces, but transfer them to Hejaz, just to save on the bird mana. Again, there's not really anybody in a coalition, so let's grant provinces to Hejaz. I'll pay for them in bird mana later. Let's also release Karaman. Besides, then they'll release without my aggressive expansion against me vassalizing them as well, so that's okay. Let's put Poland as a rival. They have no... Oh yeah, they have no navy. For a second I thought it said they had no army as well. That would have been weirdly disappointing. Karaman start a little disloyal, but that's okay. So yeah, I need to deal with the Tunisian and Tripolitanian separatists. And then once the army's done with that, I'll seize land and make them fight wherever rebels will spawn. And by then I should be Tech 5. And do I integrate Syria or shall I wait on them? I think I should use Syria as a battering ram versus the Ottomans, rather than me take on their troops, honestly. I'm not going to support the independence of any Timurid vassals, especially not Transoxiana. The Jazi noble rebels, whatever. And I did remember to take off my guarantee of Cyprus. Good. So let's provoke the Tripolitanians. And then seize land. Nope, I told you I'm not supporting anyone, whether it be Transoxiana, Afghanistan, Khorasan. I'm just ignoring you all. What happens over there happens over there. So, Tech 5. Let's take the infantry now. I should still win this battle. Immediately propping up my morale. And there we go. Wait for my army's morale to recover. And then just fight the Ottomans. So yeah, seize land. Suez and Suakin. Okay. When I declare war, my vassals should be able to just help me anyway. So let's wait a couple more. Again, I'll integrate Syria after this war. I currently want their troops and manpower to help me. Give it one more month. This can attack a particularist on the way through. AQ do have a mothballed fort, so I could move straight in. I don't know. I think I'll prioritise starting the war now over waiting for the mothballed AQ fort. That sounds like the wrong move, because this probably is the wrong move. But let's take Tech. Techie. Teak, however you want to say it. I don't actually know. I apologise to my Turkish bros. And then do that. This is the war goal. This is my current objective. And my subjects should help me with my stuff in the meantime. Bear in mind they are still the Ottomans. And Tech 5 versus Tech 4 isn't the biggest difference in the world. Shame I don't have a level 1 morale of armies, if I'm honest. And who are Byzantium versing? Venice. Ooh. Looks like Constantinople might be turning green instead of green. Okay, would you say Venice this is more of like a greeny blue? Am I just yapping at that point? Maybe. Right, I need to get this fleet out of here. I forgot it wasn't docked. And Hejaz I think are going down for my other 1k. Timurids are no longer valid because reasons. Yeah, Hejaz will go deal with my other 1k. Leaving my mercs able to come up to help because they don't need to de-siege next to a fort. That will do its thing itself. Ottomans also vassalized Chandar instead of took the land. Shirvan's decided to give the Ottomans an actual helping hand here. Didn't know whether they'd be more active or passive in this war, but there you go. Let's continue to core. And with my one stab that I chose to get over my development, I'm starting to gain prosperity, which is really nice. That'll be useful to have. The question is... actually, what is the question? The question is, do I want to take anything from AQ as well in this war? Maybe get back the Syrian core of Raqqa? I could well do that. I did remember what the question was after all, it seems. So everyone's falling in. This is very close despite the morale differences here. A whole 0.9 difference though is kind of astounding. I'll stack both my units together and put 20k together. That should help. And I'm glad that I waited, and I'm glad that I didn't wait to integrate Syria before I started this war. It's better that I have their manpower and resources right now. So after the Ottomans, I'll probably start heading into Arabia and start chewing through there. I do have a mission to grab 30 provinces in this area. Which, I mean, the mission is called Unite Arabia, so it wouldn't surprise me if that was pretty much how many provinces are in here. To be honest. Or like the amount of provinces minus like 2. Or something silly. Apparently it wouldn't cost me Birdman to pass that province to Karaman. Interestingly. So, Syria versus the Ottomans. What's going on here? Ow. That's quite the loss there, Syria. That's a shame. I should still be okay. The Ottomans are coming to defend Shirvan, but I think they'll be too late. I can take the units and run. Like a little snipe, if you will. But I do want to be a little bit careful with how I maneuver my troops. I might outnumber the Ottomans, but again, they are still the Ottomans. I could take out the AQs from the war. Bring my war participants down by an extra number. That'd be somewhat helpful. And having 20k units ready to go is also pretty useful. So maybe stack wipe this Chandar army. The Chand army. So what's going on here? Who are you attacking? The 1k Fardal troops. I'm attacking the 2k Chandar troops, so I think that's a fair exchange. Also surprised that that wasn't a stack wipe. But, oh well. I won't lose too many troops here, I hope. Yeah, that's not awful. So let's start moving in together. I'll try and defend, and let's go towards Antakya. Antioch. We'll try and defend this out. Oof. Wow. Really is just a loss, huh? We'll send the manpower units to Diyarbakir, maybe. Get them out. I really need to use the fact that this is a 20k stack to my advantage vis-a-vis the Ottomans won't engage into it. And see what that logic gets me. The independent army can continue taking losses. What I might need to do is actually recruit the Free Company or the Grand Company as well. Just go super into debt. We'll see how it pans out. That's the sort of decision you want to make early in a war rather than later though. Because if not, you can lose a whole lot of momentum. Let's let the independent army build back a little bit. And yeah, one advantage I have over the Ottomans is that Karaman has 2 forts. Syria's got a fort in their capital as well, so they have 2 forts. That's the Fardal capital. We've got lots of forts in the area. Meanwhile, the Ottomans have very few. So I can work on things at a slightly quicker pace overall. But again, they're the Ottomans. Let's not forget that. Right, Izna. Oh, Garbia. I'm just getting an idea as to whether or not I can do a province which could also be... Oh! Algarbia. Let's do Algarbia. This can be my Renaissance province. So let's make it 6 base tax. Easily done. We'll bump it up to 15. Expand infrastructure. Dump some more production and mill into it. There we go. Sure, the province doesn't necessarily need production, seeing as it's grain, but you know, helps with the Renaissance, so that's okay. Byzantium's also getting their teeth kicked in by Genoa, of all people. So it doesn't look like they'll really be able to last. And my new general, 2442, yeah. We'll just get rid of this crap one. Thank you very much. That's a win. An absolute win. Maybe with my spare general as well. Let's start spying on the Ottomans. That'll help with the siege ability. Again, a decision I should have done sooner. Such is life. So really what I'm waiting for is for the Ottomans to go and siege Ankara. Yuki's only allied with Mushasha. Does that change anything? And there we go. AQ are leaving Halab. Maybe I'll bring the independent army over to siege Diyarbakir, and I'll send my manpower units over ready to defend Ankara. I think would be a progressive call. And there goes Karaman. Unlucky. So yeah, my mercs are now in. So I can send my regular manpower off this way. Bear in mind I used Malatya here as my entrance province. Let's start picking off some little units. And maybe Ankara could hold out until I finish the siege of Diyarbakir. Maybe. Then I can piece out AQ and then only have to fight the Ottoman units. We'll see. Just kind of letting the Ottomans scatter themselves as well. I could really do with my vassals actually attaching to my manpower units. I can then put everything together and we can just smash them. Austria-Hungary Union has been formed. And yeah, look, my mercs are actually doing it. Scotland will defend them again. Scotland? Get going. Nice. I mean, that's a completely disloyal Burgundy. But hell. They're doing it. What is good though is that Scotland often ally France. So although Burgundy is disloyal, France will help them keep them. Really? Come on. Come off it. That's just annoying. Can't you see I'm trying to build up prosperity here? So now we'll have everyone together. Don't worry, I know that they're taking my war goal. Such is the shame of having an easily obtainable war goal. It's just as easy for them to get it back. However, how many troops we got here? 26k. Maybe I'll tell Pheasant to become aggressive and to take back tech. Because by the time they're there, everything else would have happened. I'm just waiting on the comment cited. My plan here will be to give AQ to give back Raqqa to Syria. That would then make Syria some bird mana to integrate, but not a lot of bird mana. And will make me slightly stronger from having the province. Right, Diyarbakir is sieged. AQ. Return Raqqa to Syria. Give me money. You're out of the war. Meaning that there's less units on Ankara. We have one extra war participant away. And I can reinforce. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Hatim here into Ankara. And then my units in Konya will defend. Sorry, be reinforcing units. Yeah, okay. I'm still gonna increase my stability, maybe reduce my war exhaustion. Now, what's gonna happen here? They're gonna reinforce? Yes, they are. And I'm gonna reinforce too. We're a couple days difference. So we're getting back the war goal. Let's reinforce. Get them off. Then let's go into here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell my mercs to siege Kocaeli. And Shirvan's actually being sieged by Fardal. Genius. Just occupying the province might be enough here. So see, even with the tech advantage, you kind of need to throw everything in against the Ottomans. Even then, they're nearly going to take you out with 2k units. Embarrassingly. Like, damn. Let's move away. And yeah, I'll tell these guys to go to maybe Sugla then. They gained back their morale very quickly there. Disappointingly. And let's see here, back into Ankara. And then the 12k units are doing some funky stuff, so let's just go defend. In we go again. Come on, hold. You can hold, right? It's only 10k. Yeah, you held. I know there's a bit of backwards and forwards with the Merc army, but needs must, hey? Then let's go for the units in Kangari. Let's try and pick off small stacks and gain provinces where possible. I think I'll tell my subjects to get off the supportive mode. Maybe. That might be what's necessary, get them aggressively moving. I mean, if nothing else, I've gained a province for Syria out of all this. Okay, let's go sit here in Kershir here. I think they're going to de-siege tech. You are. That might not be a problem. Now what? Let's go with the Syrian heritage guy. 523. If they can go to, say, Ichel or something, that'd be cool. Or even to Karaman. Karaman's fine too. Never mind, they're skipping past. And I will indeed extend the loan. Even though I don't need to pay for any more loans right now. And nor do I need that extra Merc company I was considering floating. Are the Ottomans in any loans yet? Probably not. No, we look under country score for that. Score comparison. They have 3 loans right now. Then let's go with the legalism. And yeah, they're getting back their war goal. See if I can stop them in Karaman. Take a defensive highland. Could be useful. And they've stopped sieging Tech, which is rather helpful. However, I can't really fight them in Ankara right now because I need my units to continue sieging in Kocaeli. I'm almost considering actually taking back my words I just said about not needing the extra loans, just so I can stop them in Ankara. Might just be worth me forcing it. Then while they're going for Tlemcen, I'll go for Shirvan. Shirvan won't peace out yet. That's a stack wipe. That's defensive highlands. Don't know if Fezzen will live. Nope. Fezzen did not live. But I am ripping through these Ottoman units courtesy of outnumbering them. Which is very helpful. Then maybe, just maybe, I'll need to put the units off supportive. Let's unattach. And yeah, I think what I'll do is what I said I wasn't going to do. Let's take out... Don't worry, the Ottomans can pay for this. Let's take on a Grand Company. Go over the odds. And just make sure that this is all above code. What's going on here then? You're going into Karaman? Oh, that's marvellous. Lock in, please. Right, to their movement locked? Nope, never mind. Go to Ichel. You can go there instead if you want. Aragon's going for the New World with Castile. Are they a PU under Castile now? Nope. There's just 2 separate wars for attacking Granada, so it looked like they were together. But of course it was just showing the culmination of the accesses. Nothing big here. Let's put my army out one to the side. So remember, I need to deal quite a lot of damage into the Ottomans with this first peace deal. I can't just piece them out for like a province. They need to properly be put in their place. I also need to continue deving Algarbia. 30. Expand infrastructure. So now I've fulfilled a big city and I'm on my way to the Renaissance. I might have to do the rest with, say... Oh. Not quite the right setup that I wanted, but this is going to be a delay. Go in here. If I can get into Konyu before Konyu gets into Karaman, however, I can swap the... Nope, never mind. That's how I can swap the generals around so that they greet them with a general. But the army did their job. Let's send them down to Tech. And we'll go start sieging Sugla, I think. Even though, wouldn't it make more sense to give the general to the Grand Company and have them siege? They're only going to be disbanded after this war anyway. Or somewhere down the line. The Ottomans have currently given me 900 ducats in a peace deal. That's quite a lot of moolah right there. Yeah, they're moving all their troops out towards the Shirvani land, I think. Which is great, because that's extra distance for them to have to travel to get back. And extra security for me to do what I need to do. Also, he retook the damn war goal. So yeah, we'll feed Karaman back all their cores. I'll put on the integration policy, get rid of Syria and Fardal. Because I can do two at the same time, of course. Especially considering that the Syrians are free, almost. Let's not forget Arak is going to cost some. I finally finished coring up what I took from the Tunisians. But Aragon are over here. Austria, Genoa and Savoy. Also, truce with Cyprus is over. We're in a trade league with Genoa. Another concern I have with this war is that I'm not in the Balkans, which will culminate in less war score than what I'd probably want. It'll still be a decent amount with the forts I take here. And I don't particularly want the land in the Balkans yet. I want Anatolia first. So it's not too much of a problem per se. It's just a consideration to make. Okay, let's go to Kangri and save the Karamanese. Actually, let's allow attach and ask Karaman to support. And I've just realised the time. We'll have them support and we'll do that next episode. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you soon.